Hello, dear viewers. You are watching a special edition of Week in Review, What Every American Needs to Know. This is Hamster NBC, and today we will review 3 key U.S. events that have become noticeable over the past 3 to 4 hours and discuss their implications for the broader weekly context. The U.S. national debt has exceeded $38 trillion for the first time. According to CBS News, published about 3 hours ago, the U.S. national debt has surpassed $38 trillion for the first time in history. This is due to a combination of large budget deficits, an ongoing fiscal shutdown, and rising debt service costs. Experts warn that exceeding this mark could undermine confidence in the U.S. economy and the dollar. Higher debt means potential tax increases, slower investment, and rising interest costs that will have to be paid for by budget programs. This is a fundamental indicator that affects everything from mortgages to Social Security. Increased scrutiny from rating agencies and financial markets is expected this week. If the debt burden continues to grow, further warnings or rating downgrades could follow. The administration and Congress will be under pressure to either cut spending or find ways to increase revenue. The University of Virginia has reached an agreement with the U.S. Department of Justice. Also about 3 hours ago, it was announced that the University of Virginia reached an agreement with the U.S. Department of Justice, according to which an investigation into civil rights violations in its admissions and hiring practices will be suspended. The investigation focused on discrimination in student admissions and hiring practices. The agreement includes measures for the university to adjust its practices and monitor them. Academic institutions in the United States play a key role as employers and as communities. When the federal department intervenes, it signals that another major sector is under close scrutiny. For students, faculty, and staff, such investigations impact budgets, grants, and reputation. Similar agreements are expected to be reached with other universities within the week, potentially causing a chain reaction across the education sector. Longer term, increased oversight of equity, admissions, and internal processes at universities. U.S. Customs and Border Protection expands operations in Northern California. According to sources, an update from about an hour ago, the U.S. Border Patrol Agency is expanding operations in the San Francisco area, marking the first step toward a more aggressive immigration policy in the Northwest. Border agents are planning increased patrols and inspections near the city and surrounding areas. Local authorities are already expressing concern that such actions could cause tension between federal and local agencies. Immigration remains one of the most important and emotionally charged issues in the U.S. From an economic, public safety, and humanitarian perspective. The expansion of operations signifies a more active federal role, potentially sparking legal and political tensions. Local conflicts, legal challenges, or protests are expected in the coming days. At the federal level, legislative initiatives or changes to immigration policy are possible, which could impact millions of people, migrants, employers, and local budgets. 3 trends: public debt, institutional control, and immigration activity. These 3 events, financial, educational, and immigration, seem distinct at first glance, but they share one common thread: the growing role of federal government, increased oversight and regulation, and their impact on the lives of every citizen. If you work, study, or are planning to immigrate, it's important to understand. Decisions made at these levels will sooner or later affect your life. How will the debt situation develop? Will programs be cut or taxes increased? Which other universities will be subject to scrutiny, and how will this impact the labor market and education? How exactly will federal immigration efforts interact with the rights of states and cities? And what legal disputes will arise? Thank you for joining us. In the next issue, we will continue to follow these and other key events. See you soon.